Good morning, everybody. With Sports Corner Update, I'm Joe Kraus. When you think of the class of 2015, you can't single out just one moment from the past year of NT Sports. There were plenty, and we're going to go through all of them right now. The NT football season truly kicked off the season with a bang, finishing 6-3 on the season and advancing to sectionals for the first time in 3 years. Chris Woodard will now be walking across the stage in a couple of weeks as the school's all-time leader in passing yards, rushing yards, and total yards, and accounted for 53 touchdowns on the season, for his career, in addition to being selected to the All-Western New York team. Woodard was just a small of the huge senior core as he joined the Edinburgh duo of Alex Malik and Taylor Malott most notably, but none of them had the biggest play of the season. In their game against Grand Island, Woodard pitched the ball to Ryan McDonough, but it was coughed up. Before it hit the ground, the offensive lineman, Hayden Holmes, recovered it and ran like the wind for a 50-yard touchdown in the 41-18 victory. The Jacks also won the TNT Classic for a 14th straight year. Next year, for the first time since 2006, head coach Jessica Anderson will not have the luxury of a Hansen or Metzger on her squad. The NT girls volleyball squad sent Gabby and Leanna out on a high note, winning back-to-back NFL titles and advancing all the way to the Class A semis, finishing the season with a 27-6-2 record. With Gabby Hansen and Leanna Metzger on the court, the Lady Jacks went 48-4 in divisional play over the past 4 seasons. However, the third member of the Big Three, Kayla Higgins, may have been the most valuable of all. Hansen had the most kills, Metzger had the highest serve percentage, but Higgins was the one that set up the great plays. She finished her career with 1,777 assists. The guys' volleyball team said farewell to Donovan Buck, Sam Waglarski, and a host of seniors. They advanced to the Class A semis before falling to top-seeded Eden. Girls soccer also ended another great era this fall. The Lady Jacks finished the season with a 13-5 record and advanced all the way to the Class A1 quarterfinals. Leading the way were seniors Lauren Tessa and Kelly Nichols and junior Allie Smythe. Tessa, who will continue her career at Damon this fall, wrapped up her 5-year career here with another All-Western New York nomination and is one of the best players in Section 6. Nichols finished with a team-high 12 goals and later found success in both indoor and outdoor track to finish out her senior year. Smythe has one more season to continue to rewrite the record books as a 4-year veteran added another 8 shutouts to her list. Other highlights from the fall: the golf team had their best finish since 1994. The girls' tennis squad won the NFL title and said goodbye to Jessica Robbins. The girls' swim team won their first meet in 5 years, and the guys' cross-country team finished their season with a 10-4 record. The winter had plenty of moments as well. In bowling, Bill Roaring recorded his 300th win with the Lumberjacks, and Kyle Berry broke 2 records. The senior had the highest average in the NFL and recorded his first career 300 game in the NFL season finale against Lockport. The Lady Jacks basketball squad went just 4-16 under new head coach Michael Cotta, but there's plenty of momentum heading into next year as the freshman duo of Taylor Benson and Lindsey Petrowski made their varsity debuts. In the pool, the great Ike Malone ended his career with another Class A title. In wrestling, this kid doesn't get enough credit for his hard work, and I will take some of the blame because I didn't mention him enough on the show. On January 10th, Troy Keller became NT's all-time wins leader when he passed Craig Koznikowski at 149. The next night, he recorded his 150th win and is entering his senior year with 160. To hockey, the Jacks finished with a 10-7 record, falling to Hamburg in the Federation quarterfinals. Sarah Zutti ended his career with 3 assists in that game and finished his 3-year career with 43 goals and 53 assists for a grand total of 96 points. To basketball, the Lumberjacks finished with one of their greatest seasons in program history, going 16-4 and advancing all the way to the Class A1 championship, the farthest the program has gone since 1970. Chris Woodard ended his career with top 10 finishes in both scoring and rebounding, but Ryan Gilbert had the play of the season at the Lumberyard against Ken West in January. The senior painted a picture like Picasso with 1.8 seconds left to go to give the Jacks a 48-46 win. Head coach Ryan Malley is now at 57 career wins. That was our 5-minute bell. A reminder today, or please go to your administrative homerooms today as it's a day 6. Anyway, head coach Ryan Malley is now at 57 career wins after he passed his predecessor Eric O'Brien earlier in the season, and could have a lot more success this upcoming winter as the core of juniors had a 15-3 season with Bobby Cohen at the JV level. And then to the spring. Since the program won a sectional title in 2003, the Jacks baseball squad has had a revolving door of coaches, 7 in the past 8 years. Neil Turvey has made it clear that the door will now be closed for a while. In just his first season with the team, the Jacks went 7-13 and won a playoff game as well, 6-4 over Hutch Tech as the 7th seed in the A1 bracket. With the utmost respect to Gilbert's great shot, the best player of the year in my opinion came from Connor Priester. The heart and soul of the baseball team was able to rally the Jacks from a 9-4 deficit against Bishop Timon in the bottom of the 7th and later hit the walk-off double in the next inning, 11-10 finish. More successes to come from the program as the Jay Beers finished their season with an 11-5 record. In softball, the senior-heavy Lady Jacks played in their first TNT Classic since 2001, but rallied in the second half of the season to win 3 of their last 4 games. Their top moment, Heather Fontana's go-ahead RBI in the 9th against Kenny's. And in track, Marissa Sly ran her heart out for the final time as she finished in the pentathlon at sectionals on Saturday. And so, that was the year in NC Sports. I'd like to thank Mr. Fisher for letting us do this show, our AD, Ms. Bollister, for letting me follow the teams with them, Mr. Capalupo and Mr. Lucas for making sure the switch is on every day, and also to the rest of our staff. To our seniors, if it wasn't for your support back in middle school, this show wouldn't have gotten to the point where it's gotten to today. And I'll leave you guys with these lines from Jason Aldean. I'll see you when I see you, some other place, some other time. If I ever get down your way, or you're ever up mine, we'll laugh about the old days and catch up on the new. I'll see you when I see you, and I hope it's someday real soon. Until September 5th for the NC football season opener at Wold East, this is Joe Kraus signing off. Have a great summer, and we'll be back in just a moment for the rest of your morning announcements.